It's Friday, May 30th at about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm out on my bike doing the Echo Lake Loop ride, which is about a 42-kilometer ride through agricultural land as well as rough and tumble Canadian Shield country for about half of it. So it's a nice day. I haven't done this loop yet this year, I don't believe. It's cloudy, which is actually okay for riding. I don't have the sun beating down on me, and it's about 15 degrees right now with a light breeze, so should be interesting. Well, I'm up into the Canadian Shield country part of the ride now, and so far this road looks good. It's mainly packed hard dirt. Hopefully they haven't graded it lately. The road continues in great shape. Just nicely packed dirt for the most part. In past years, it's been freshly graveled and graded, and it makes it hard to ride on. I'm just hitting it at the right time, I guess. The road's a little softer here. Mucky, maybe there's been more frequent truck traffic over this section for some reason. Maybe some construction going on in one of the houses or cottage areas. What we are seeing here is a little bit of grading having taken place. But at least they didn't stir up a lot of gravel. So now as I start to head down the west side, the road is definitely more mucky now. It's not a case of having too much gravel really exposed. It's just that the grading that they've done here has stirred up the dirt and not allowed the rain to seep through very well, and it's mucky. Not too bad, it's just mucky on the top. But the other side was perfect, just a hard packed, moist soil or dirt. Beautiful rolling, no resistance at all. Here it's grabbing you a fair amount because of the moisture and the muck on the top. Hopefully this will change when I get past Fourth Lake Road. And this just started east of the railway bridge, just back a little bit. I don't know why they started here. Usually they've graded the other side and left this one alone, but we'll see. Hopefully south of Fourth Lake Road it'll get better. You can see here how sloppy the surface is. And if you go over it at speed of any type, it sprays up onto your legs, that kind of stuff. Significant amount of clay content in it. Okay, here we are at Fourth Lake Road. Let's hope things are a little better as we go along this western side. It doesn't really look like it though. It looks like they've graded down here too. That's too bad. Yeah, so the ride's really nice. It's just gotten a little messy now on this western side and the north top part. I know the rains have had an impact too, but they didn't affect the other side that hadn't been graded. Once we get a few days of sun on these roads, I think they'll dry up really nicely to a nice smooth, hard packed dirt, just like the other side. So I'll have to try and hop up here next week after a few days of sun and warmth. I think it'll be totally different. There's the first little bit of sunshine I've seen upon the trees. So I just saw the road grader parked on a side road back there. And it looks like that's as far south as he came on this side. Now there's only a little bit of dirt road left now, and then I'm on paved road, so it doesn't really matter. But this part is actually better than the part I was just on. I guess it hasn't been graded yet. Nice and smooth again. Still a bit damp in places, but not too bad. Okay, we're almost back onto the pavement again, which will be nice to get out of this sloppy condition. But the weather has gotten better, as you can see. About 50% sunshine now, or even more, coming towards us from the west. Well, I'm back home now after about 3 hours of riding. It was quite slow because of the sloppy roads, plus doing all the video. As you can see on the bike here, it's quite a muddy mess. So I think I'm going to wash it off with the hose right now. There we go, got the main slop off of it anyhow. So there we are, another ride around the Echo Lake Loop is done. Hope you enjoyed that tour. As crude as it was a little tricky with all the slop on the second half at least, or more. But it was still a beautiful day to be out riding. I actually enjoyed the cloudy conditions that existed for the majority of the ride because you're not out there burning in the sun. Although it certainly feels nice to have the warmth on me right now. Anyhow, I'll catch you on the next one.